Hello, I'm with the Okanagan Quality of Life Society. The Society was formed in 1992 as a charitable non-profit organization for the purpose of taking seniors and those in long-term care facilities out for a trip on the Okanagan Lake. On an average year, we take out over 200 trips and about 1,000 clients out on the lake for a 1-hour tour. It's a great opportunity for them to get out of their facility and enjoy the great outdoors on the Okanagan Lake. Unfortunately, this year, 2020, is a really awkward year for us. Our boat, called Heaven Can Wait, is in dry dock this year. We're unable to operate due to the restrictions around the COVID-19 pandemic. We're very passionate about those seniors who are our guests on the boat, who are confined to their facilities and not able to get out and socialize normally. So we've decided to reach out with them with this movie project of a regular 1-hour trip on the lake. In addition to reaching out to them, we see this as an opportunity to extend it to many others in the care facilities who may not be able to make a normal trip, and they can enjoy this as well as they can look at this any time of the year and in the future. So we're really happy about that.
Thank you, Dave, for inviting me to participate in this video. We're honored to have a long-standing relationship with the Okanagan Quality of Life Society, which has the Heaven Can Wait 2 boat. And we were incorporated as a yacht club in June 23rd of 1953. And our purpose of the society is to promote enhancement of boating as a recreational and pleasurable pastime, to encourage inter-club and inter-community nautical activities and to provide facilities for any of the foregoing. With that, we're very happy to provide moorage for the Heaven Can Wait 2 boat. We're one of the clubs on the lake that is fortunate to have a big parking lot so the buses can come in and pull up to the entrance to the marina and unload their guests and then proceed down to out to where the boat is parked close by, which has a ramp that we can easily load wheelchairs onto.
To see these people when they come out from their care facility, come on the boat for an hour, especially on a day like today. It's a beautiful day to come out. They look forward to it, and we look forward to it too, actually. I do feel good just seeing the smiles on their faces. Sometimes they come out a little bit tired and bored looking, and as soon as we get them on the boat, we get to chat a little bit. A lot of them are long-term residents from the Okanagan, so there's a little bit of a learning lesson on my part, and then just the joy on their face.
Hello, we're on the Heaven Can Wait boat. My name is Fritz Van Dial, and I'm one of the captains from the Okanagan Quality of Life Society. We are taking a virtual tour as if you clients are with us. We miss you guys. We're not together, but we're not very far away. And as we are dealing with COVID-19, we are doing this as a virtual tour. As we leave the Vernon Yacht Club, I want to thank the Vernon Yacht Club for giving us a space, a slip there at free, no cost to us, with a wheelchair accessible ramp, and making things very easy for the people. Our mission, of course, is to offer the persons with disabilities, seniors in care facilities, and members of senior centers in the greater Vernon area the opportunity to enjoy a therapeutic outing on Okanagan Lake. And as we leave the yacht club, we'll be visiting a few of these little landmarks which we're all familiar with. And all our captains on board today. We have Norm McKinley on as captain on the boat. We have Cliff Heinrichs and Corey Van Dyke, ex-chief captain. We have Norm Armstrong, who's our training officer, and Donna O'Connor, captain in the back there. Say hello to everybody, all our clients, all those beautiful 200 client trips, which we miss you guys so much. We have over 1,000 clients from 47, 50 some care homes. Thank you very much. Here we are on our way. As we leave the Vernon Yacht Club, we see on our right hand side, we see the Paddle Wheel Park. And Paddle Wheel Park has an incredible history, doesn't it, Cliff?
it does that. What you see here is the park that was purchased by the Okanagan Landing Community Association in 1971. And we had an unfortunate incident in 1999. We had an old, the whole affair over here was designed to build ships. And they had a millwrights hall that people used to meet in. And in 1999 it burned down. And the community association rebuilt the hall. And what you have now is beautiful paddle wheel park. At the top of the station house, there's a museum that's been developed in conjunction with the Vernon Museum. They have a really fabulous model of Okanagan Landing the way it was in the early 20th century. And it's well worth a visit if anybody ever gets an opportunity to go there.
We're coming up across the gas bar. This is owned by a company called the Blue Heron Gas Bar, part of the Blue Heron restaurant and bar, which has now changed ownership. But the gas bar is still here, and we like to thank them because it makes us able to get gas for the boat, and they supply that up to quite a few dollars. Behind you'll see the little pub, and that is now called the Outboard, I believe.
Hi, I'm Norm Armstrong. I'm one of the captains of the Heaven Can Wait boat. I wanted to speak to you a little bit about some of the history of the geography in the valley, because the valley didn't always look like this. As early as 10,000 years ago, the valley was actually covered with about a kilometer of ice. And as the climate continued to warm up since the last ice age, the ice melted, and it started to create Okanagan Lake. But Okanagan Lake wasn't always the same level as it is right now. It was actually quite a bit deeper at this particular point. And if we look out towards the left out in here, we can see a flat spot that was actually probably the old terrace or the lake bottom of the original Lake Okanagan. The reason why it was that much deeper is because there was a big ice dam about the position of where Penticton is today. Eventually that ice dam melted away and the water flowed out of the lake down the Okanagan River and out to the Columbia, out to the ocean. And the water level dropped and it eroded out quite a bit of the sediment along these hills, creating these steeper banks, and eventually it got to the level of where it is today. And so from geological time, that was a very short period of time, but according to man, this place still had probably a kilometer of ice sitting here while they were still making clay pots when they started making clay pots in China, for example. So it has changed dramatically over the years and will continue from here on in as well to continue to change. So the significance of having these benches of the old lake bottom is that they make excellent places to grow our crops in the Okanagan, particularly apples and peaches, but particularly they're actually for great spots to grow grapes to make our famous Okanagan wine as well.
One of the landmarks that we're often asked about is the shrimp boats out here. And it all started back in the mid-60s, where they introduced these mysis shrimp to the Okanagan Lake, thinking that they would be food for the kokanee whose populations were failing. As it turned out, the shrimp and the kokanee actually ate the same food, and the shrimp lived in the bottom during the day and came up for food at night, and the kokanee lived near the top and went down at night and came up during the day for food, so they were eating all the same food. Piscine energetics started harvesting these shrimp. They, with a larger boat, with the smaller boat in tow behind it, they drop nets down into the water, and this is all done in the dark at night. They drop nets down, and the nets have tubes going up where they actually suck the shrimp back up into a boat, up into the second boat, and then they're quickly rushed off and fast frozen at minus 41 degrees and sent out to aquariums around the world. And here we have one of the refrigeration barges for the mysis shrimp, and this is where it's rushed to quickly frozen and sent away.
And when you see some waves like that, there's also a story about the Ogopogo.
Ogopogo.
Everybody has a legend to the Ogopogo.
Everybody's seen it at least once. I get the opportunity to tell you about Sparkling Hill Resort. My name is Donna O'Connor and I lived in the valley my whole life, but when we look up at this spa, it's the Rolls Royce of spas. There's nothing like it in Canada outside of Europe. So an Austrian fellow came along and he partnered up with a hotelier, and these boys put together the idea of building this $122 million resort. Now it has a Kerr spa. I don't know if any of you would be enticed to take a little visit into the chamber where they put it down to 112 degrees, leave you in there for 3 minutes, freezing. They put a mask on your face, but apparently it's good for arthritis. I don't know if I could do that. Now, to tell you how many crystals there are in the property, there's, oh golly, 3.5 million crystals. They're valued at about $10 million. And if you look at my bracelet, it's got Swarovski crystals in it. There's probably 20 little chips. But imagine a boxcar full of crystals, and they placed it in chandeliers, then they put it in the railings. It's in the ceilings of the rooms. It's absolutely spectacular.
The great house at the corner there, it's got one of the steepest ramps, but he's got it built like almost like a cable car in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But when you have a boat that size, it can take a lot of provisions.
So I hope this video, for all the folks that have been shut in through this horrible COVID period, we can get you back out next year. But this is just a little piece to entice you of what we have been doing and what we'll be doing a lot more of as soon as we get a vaccine and can get back to normal. But we really feel for you folks that have been shut in and isolated from family. So
we miss you guys.
We miss you guys. We miss being out on the lake with all of you. It always is a special part of my week when we can go out. I'm not so keen on driving the boat yet, but I really like helping the folks with the wheelchairs come on out and enjoy the sunshine and the water. Absolutely.
See the smiles on your faces. Come out here for 1 hour and it's like kids coming out for recess.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Hello everybody, it's Captain Dave back here at the Vernon Yacht Club. We've just finished the filming of our virtual tour on the Okanagan Lake, and I just want to thank everybody so much who's contributed to making this production come together. During these complicated COVID times, we all have to adapt, and I'm just so proud of our organization and its willingness to adapt and bring this production to you, our guests and clients, in your homes, and I hope you can enjoy it many times over and all seasons of the year. And with that, I'm just so pleased with the outcome of this production. When you ever get a chance to be out on the Okanagan Lake again, I'd just like to remind you of one of the most important things is to watch out for Ogopogo. You never know when he's going to show up. And if you need any more information on our organization, please look at the links below or go on OQLS.org, our website. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care and be safe.